Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We've got 14 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 21.3K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Really great promo, especially with DraftKings and FanDuel. Go check out those out in the link in the descriptions, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today. I'm not going to cover the Mets and Phillies game. That game comes on at like 10 a.m. So this video will probably be out right around that time. So such an early game. I'm just not going to cover that London game. But first matchup, we've got the San Francisco Giants versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -155. The Giants +130 with the over-under at 7.5. Giants coming into this matchup 32-33. The Rangers 30-34. Pitching for the Giants is Keaton Winn with an ERA of 6.17. Pitching for the Rangers is Nathan Eovaldi with an ERA of 2.70. Winn, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Eovaldi, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Winn, he's been bad on the mound. He's given up 17 runs in 3 starts. It's been brutal for him. Giants beating the Rangers yesterday 3-1. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They're 10-4 against the Rangers. They've been good against the Rangers, but yeah, Winn, he just gives up so many runs. 5, 7, and 5. Just been getting torched the last 3 games here. Eovaldi's been solid this year. I think I got to roll with the Rangers at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Washington Nationals. Braves opening up as road favorites at -160. The Nationals +130 with the over-under at 9.5. Braves coming into this matchup 35-27. Nationals 29-35. Pitching for the Nationals is DJ Hers with an ERA of 9.0. Pitching for the Braves, it looks like, let's see. I'm seeing it could be Hurston Waldrep. Could be making his start on the mound. Yeah, he's the Braves' first rounder set to debut, so we'll see how he looks in his debut here today. The Braves, actually Hers, he's only pitched once this season. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Atlanta, back-to-back losses against Washington here. Crazy. They, looked good in that first game and then came back to reality, doing what the Braves are doing, is dropping games where they should win. We're going to see how he looks on the mound here. Hers didn't look amazing in his first start. But Atlanta just 1-4 against Washington. Not going to be a great pitching performance. We're going to see what happens with the Braves pitching today. Yeah, I think the way the Nationals have been playing these last 2 games, I think I got to switch and take the Nationals +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home. Actually, it's looking more of like a pick'em scenario. Both teams -110 with the over-under at 8. Minnesota coming into this matchup 33-31. Pirates 31-33. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 4.94. Pitching for the Pirates is Jared Jones with an ERA of 3.25. Ober, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Jones, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Both pitchers give up runs here. Jones has given up 8 in 3 starts. Ober has given up 11 in 3 starts. Minnesota on a 5-game losing streak. Back-to-back shutouts against Pittsburgh, losing 4-0, 3-0. They have not been able to hit the ball this series. So not sure what's going on. Not sure what's going on with that. Minnesota 2-5 against Pittsburgh, 2-4 on the road against Pittsburgh, where they've really struggled. Both pitchers really haven't been that great on the mound. Jones coming off a 0-run game, probably one of his better starts of the season. Yeah, bet no offense for Minnesota here in a pick'em scenario. I'll take the Pirates at home. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -130. The Rays +115 with the over-under at 8. Baltimore coming into this matchup 41-22. The Rays 31-33. Pitching for Baltimore is Grayson Rodriguez with an ERA at 3.28. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Littell with an ERA at 3.16. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Littell, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Baltimore, been very good this series, shutting out Tampa Bay yesterday 5-0, winning 6-3 the game prior. So they've looked very good this series. They're 5-1 on the road against Tampa, 6-1 straight up against Tampa. So very good against the Rays. About an even pitching matchup, nothing crazy here. Littell did pitch last against Baltimore, giving up 3 runs here. Love what I'm seeing from the Orioles this series. And I think I'm going to roll Baltimore on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus Cincinnati Reds. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -120. The Reds +100 with the over-under at 9. Cubs coming into this matchup 31-34. The Reds 32-33. Pitching for the Cubs is Shota Imanaga with an ERA of 1.88. Pitching for the Reds is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 4.0. Imanaga, his last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Montas, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. The Cubs, 3 straight losses against the Reds here. Reds, they're super hot right now. They're on a 7-game winning streak. They're playing very good. 2 close ones, beating Cubs 4-3 and then 3-2. Imanaga has been very good on the mound here. Won their last one against the White Sox 7-6 with him on the mound. They're just 1-5 on the road against the Reds here. 1-5 against the Reds. We've seen Imanaga get lit up. He had that game. He's been excellent all year, but he had that one game against Milwaukee where he gave up 7 runs. So I think he'll have a good start on the mound while he's on the mound. We'll see what happens. Can they support him after? Montas had some rougher starts on the mound here, but man, I just love what I'm seeing from the Reds. Getting him as an underdog here. Imanaga's been good on the mound. I'm just worried about when he gets off the mound. I'm not really worried about when he's on it. And so whenever he's done pitching, I still think the Reds are good in this one. And I'll take Reds +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Miami Marlins. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 8.5. Cleveland coming into this matchup 41-22. The Marlins 22-42. Pitching for the Guardians is Carlos Carrasco with an ERA of 5.66. Pitching for the Marlins is Trevor Rogers with an ERA of 5.68. Carrasco, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Rogers, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Both pitchers give up runs here. Guardians, shutting out Miami yesterday 8-0. Nice win for the Guardians here. They are just 2-4 against Miami, so they've had their struggles against Miami, but a big win yesterday for them. Carrasco hasn't been that great on the mound here. He's given up 10 runs in 3 starts. Rogers has given up 9. I think the over probably could be a good play today with both pitchers giving up a lot of runs. So in a pick'em scenario, I'm going to just roll with the team that's been better in this series. And, Cleveland lost that first one 2-3, but after a shutout win yesterday, I think I'm going to lean with the Guardians on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at -170. The Brewers +140 with the over-under at 7.5. Brewers coming into this matchup 38-26. Detroit 31-33. Pitching for the Brewers is Bryce Wilson with an ERA of 3.35. Pitching for Detroit is Tariq Skubal with an ERA of 1.97. Wilson, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. Skubal, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Brewers been dominant this series, beating Detroit in a close one yesterday, 5-4, and then 10-0 the game prior. Detroit 3-game losing streak right now. Brewers are playing great right now. I think you're getting them at a value. Scuball been very good on the mound this season. Wilson, giving up about 2 to 3 runs here. I still think the Brewers, they look good in this series, getting them at an insane underdog value here. We've seen Scuball have his games where he gives up some runs. 3 games ago, he gave up 4 runs against the Royals when they got lost. So definitely beatable on the mound here. I like the Brewers. I think they're a great value today. I'll take the Brewers plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Chicago White Sox. Boston opening up as road favorites at -170. The White Sox plus 140 with the over-under at 9. Boston coming into this matchup 32-33. The White Sox 17-48. Pitching for Boston is Zach Kelly with an ERA of 2.0. Pitching for the White Sox is Chris Flexen with an ERA of 5.19. Flexen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Let's see, I've not seen any info on Kelly. Let me look on another site here. Yeah, Kelly. Yeah, he's not really pitching much innings. I mean, he pitched not even half of an inning last game. So he's probably not going to, he's only been pitching maybe 1 inning or so. So yeah, he's not really going to pitch very long. So it'll definitely be a bullpen game for the Red Sox today. And just back-to-back disappointing games for Boston. Parlay killers for sure. I thought after losing that first game 7-2 they'd bounce back. But no, same performance. Shout out to White Sox. 2 great games in a row from them. Best 2-game stretch I'd say they've had all season. Boston just 1-4 on the road against the White Sox here. Chris Flexen hasn't been bad. His last 2 starts have been fine. Yeah, I don't think we can trust Boston in this last game. I just don't know if we can do it. They've just been such a letdown. White Sox are actually playing well this series. I'll take Chicago plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we've got the Seattle Mariners versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at -120. Seattle plus 110 with the over-under at 7.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 36-30. The Royals 39-26. Pitching for Seattle is George Kirby with an ERA of 3.80. Pitching for the Royals is Cole Reagans with an ERA of 3.33. Kirby, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Reagans, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Seattle, back-to-back losses against the Royals here. Royals looking good this series on a 3-game winning streak. Seattle is 8-3 against the Royals, so they've been good head-to-head. Not much of a pitching advantage here. Both pitchers the last few games are giving up about 1 to 3 runs. I think you're getting Seattle at a good value today as a dog. I'll take a shot with Seattle plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at -200. The Rockies plus 160 with the over-under at 8.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 23-41. The Cardinals 30-33. Pitching for the Rockies is Ty Black with an ERA of 4.54. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 6.16. Black, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Palante, his last start, he pitched 3 innings. Gave up 6 runs, had 1 strikeout. Been solid his last 2 games, or his last game prior, gave up no runs, but that 6-run game against Houston wasn't good. Colorado, big underdog win yesterday against the Cardinals, 6-5. Yeah, Cardinals really just can't be trusted as big favorites. They just can't, and it shows here. We'll see if Palante can have a better start on the mound, but I think the Rockies are good dogs today. And I'll take Colorado plus 1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Los Angeles Angels. Houston opening up as road favorites at -160. Angels plus 130 with the over-under at 8. Houston coming into this matchup 30-35. The Angels 24-40. Pitching for the Astros is Justin Verlander with an ERA of 3.63. Pitching for the Angels is Patrick Sandoval with an ERA of 5.13. Verlander, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Sandoval, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Houston on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back dominating wins against LA, 6-1, 7-1. They've looked very good this series. They're 6-1 on the road against the Angels here. Verlander's been solid, coming off that 4-run game, but 2 1-run games prior. Sandoval's coming off two good starts, but he's really had his games where he's gotten lit up this season, and I think I'm going to take the Astros on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Oakland Athletics. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -130. Oakland +110 with the over-under at 8. Toronto coming into this matchup 31-33. Oakland 26-40. Pitching for Oakland is Mitch Spence with an ERA of 3.86. Pitching for Toronto is Bowden Francis with an ERA of 9.0. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Spence, let's see, they're not listed on the site, so I gotta look them up individually here. Spence, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. So both pitchers giving up runs here. Toronto coming off a nice win yesterday, shutting out Oakland 7-0 after losing the game prior. Toronto is 5-2 against Oakland, so they've been good head-to-head. I hate it when a team's coming off a big shutout game because you just don't know how they're going to respond the next day. If they're going to start hitting good. But I will say this series, Oakland has not hit the ball well. They've only gotten 2 runs this series in these 2 games. So, yeah, not in love with the hitting from Oakland. Toronto is 5-2 against Oakland here. Not the greatest pitching matchup here, but I just didn't see enough from Oakland. We'll see if they bring the bats out today, but I think I got to lean with the Blue Jays on the road. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -130. Arizona +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 30-35. The Padres 34-34. Pitching for Arizona is Scott McGough with an ERA of 6.35. Pitching for the Padres is Adam Mazur with an ERA of 1.50. McGough, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Mazur, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Arizona back-to-back bad losses against the Padres, losing 13-1 yesterday and then 10-3 the day prior. Padres, they've just been hitting very well this series. Mazur's looked good in his only start this season, only giving up the 1 run. But yeah, Padres have all the momentum. They're hitting great this series. I think I got to ride the Padres at home today. In the last matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the New York Yankees. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -125. The Yankees +110 with the over-under at 8. Dodgers coming into this matchup 41-25. The Yankees 45-21. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tyler Glasnow with an ERA of 2.93. Pitching for the Yankees is Lewis Gill with an ERA of 1.82. Glasnow, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Gill, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Dodgers on a 3-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against the Yankees, dominating win against the Yankees yesterday, 11-3. They've looked good, Dodgers look good this series. 5-1 on the road against the Yankees. Gill's been good on the mound, only giving up 1 run in 3 starts here. Glasnow's had very good starts. He gives up about 1 to 3 runs here. Gill's been good, but it's tough when you face a Dodgers team like this. It's hard to have great games when everyone can hit the ball in this Dodgers team. So I like the one I've seen from the Dodgers. And as far as injuries, yeah, still no Juan Soto. If Juan Soto was in the lineup, it would make this a much more, more even matchup, I would say. But without, probably their best hitter, him and, one of the best hitters, I got to take the Dodgers on the road in this one. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.